Already on, but yeah, I'm in Florida. We're fishing, getting ready for the Super Bowl. Hopefully catch a couple fish while I'm on with you guys. But yeah, it's a beautiful day here. We'll see if the fish want to bite.
Hey, before we go any further, you have a big announcement to make it to everybody. I'm really stoked about it. You and Kaylin. Kaylin's there with you, but what is it that you want to tell everybody?
Well, we have a new family member coming in July. We don't know if it's a boy or girl yet, but we're really excited. Everything's healthy. Everything's looking good. So that's the main focus of life right now.
Well,
Getting to that July date.
congratulations to both you guys. It is thrilling news. Really, really awesome stuff, man. I got a big smile. I can't wipe the smile off my face.
Yeah, we've been super excited, super pumped up. I mean, I moved out here all by myself, so I needed a little fishing buddy.
Yeah, your other buddy, Philip, he's 3,000 miles away from you now, so for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm super excited to figure out this Florida fishing today. I was messing around with these giant tilapia. They're on beds, but I don't know how to catch those things. I think they eat plants. They didn't want anything to do with what I had. I was throwing a crappie jig at them, but they're dead. They're 6-pound tilapia. They're huge.
That is cool. I'm glad you're fishing there. We have a kid, Michael Limon. He's down on the dock, so we have a competition going here on who can catch the most fish. Although Michael is out at my car right now getting drinks out of my car. He wanted some drinks, so I sent him out there. But I'll get him back out there.
I better start catching some now, huh?
Yeah, if you catch something, that will motivate him to get going. Hey, a couple people are just saying hello. Dan Smith says, hello, Phil, Patrick, and all you fine fishing folks watching. Steve Bermuda says, let's go. Trial and Error says, hey, congratulations, Patrick and Kaylin. Dan Smith says, that is so great. Congratulations, Patrick and Kaylin. So
that's awesome,
you're getting that love sent to you from here, the West Coast.
That's awesome.
Thank you guys so much. Everything looks healthy, so we're super excited. And whether it's a boy or a girl, they're going to be a great fisher person.
Yeah.
Well, hey, and with mom, they're going to be traveling around the world and learning foreign languages and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, another fishing traveler, I think.
That's for sure. Well, Patrick, what can you tell us about fishing in Florida? A little bit, Where are you at, and what are you doing right now? Where are you fishing?
This is just, I feel like these are very accessible. Kaylin's parents both have a pond in their backyard, and most of them have bass in it. And usually if you put on a worm like I have on right now, black and blue worm, in California, the colors are green pumpkin. The green pumpkin equivalent in Florida is a black and blue. I don't know why, but they love the black and blue out here. But yeah, this is just like a little pond outside people's houses, and the big difference between, I would say, Florida and California is if you go out and fish in California, you're kind of a little bit if you were to find a pond like this, you'd be worried to fish someone's pond like this. Yeah. Whereas here, people come out and they offer you a beer. Hey, you catching anything? How's it going? It's very cool in that sense, where people are really nice. They want you to catch fish. They understand what's going on. Even their government has really cool programs here, like the trophy catch program, where if you catch a over 10-pound bass, you'll get rewards, and they'll taxidermy it for you. And not that California isn't great at that. I think Florida is just a little bit ahead of its time with the outdoorsmen. They really want to appreciate the outdoorsmen here, and they can tell that people are really into this. So, and it's such a fun, healthy activity. Why not reward those people?
It reminds me a little bit of my first trip to Mexico and probably some of our experiences there, where when I was 17 and I drove down to Loreto with my brother Paul, everybody told us we were going to get our heads cut off and everything. And we pulled up on some guy's lawn because we were so tired we couldn't drive any further. And the lights come on in the house, and some people are headed toward us, and we're like, oh, we're screwed now. And it was people carrying, they were carrying bread, and they were carrying some other things for us to eat and drink and welcome. It has that kind of vibe to it, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's just, everybody's really cool about the fishing aspect here. I mean, of course, you'll run into some people that don't want you fishing their pond and whatnot, but that's only happened to me once since I've been here. And usually, I'm breaking into places in California to fish.
All right. Hey, a couple more comments here. Emmanuel Navedo. He is on the Friedman Adventures channel all the time. And guess where he lives, Patrick? He says, good afternoon and hi from Florida.
Nice.
What part of Florida are you located in, Emmanuel wants to know.
We're in Central Florida, like Orlando. So we're close to 45 minutes away from any beach or anything. But yeah, just Central Florida. Some of the big, you got bucket list fish I got to cross off the list here when I get some time. Peacock bass. The Keys everybody's told me go to the Keys. Supposedly that's just amazing, like crystal clear water, sight fishing. And then as far as a boat, I want to get the inshore boat. I like sight fishing. That's my deal. So if you can sight fish for big fish, I'm all about that.
Well, maybe you and Emmanuel can get together on a trip. Steve Bermuda says, what does a fishing license cost in Florida? And Emmanuel says $36 for a combo fishing license. Man, that sounds way more affordable too.
Yeah, well, not only that, I just got my Florida plates. The registration here is insane. It's like they were like, it's going to be expensive because you got a big truck. And I went for a specialty license plate. I wanted a Smith on my truck. So I was like, I'm definitely getting that. And they were like, all right, it's going to be $189. You only have to pay for that once. And the registration is going to be, oh my God, look at it. Everything's falling apart on me right now. My $20 rod. Registration is going to be expensive every year. It's $89 a year.
What was it in California?
I was paying $400 to $600 a year.
Oh my God, jeez.
So it's like they're kind of cool about all that stuff. I know there's sales tax on houses, or I don't know what it is, but the tax seems pretty nice here.
All right, very good. I'm sorry, Dan Smith says, God bless you. Do you have to watch out for gators?
Yeah, absolutely. It's right now they're chilling because it's too cold, but they're around for sure. They're definitely around.
Are they around like in people's ponds like that?
Yeah. I saw one in her mom's pond not too long ago.
A big one?
No, it was just a little one. I was messing around with it, and then they actually, to get it out, they used a frog. I gotta get a new rod, guys. I'm sorry. My $20 one went down.
Well, what are you fishing with a $20 rod for?
I was trying to catch that tilapia.
All right, Patrick's walking up, but we can still continue this conversation. Quite a few people are watching. We appreciate you tuning into the pregame show here, the pregame Super Bowl show, which I'm sure is way better than the garbage that is on the regular channel. Hey, who's going to win the game today, Patrick?
Well, your Kansas City bet looks good, man. They've been in the Super Bowl so often recently, and just all that reps and not having the kind of big lights. There's still big lights for Kansas City, don't get me wrong, but San Francisco hasn't been there in a while, so that could play a factor. I think it's gonna be close. They're both great teams, but Mahomes does have that clutch factor where he kind of gets going, and he has proven to come through. All right, I got one for Michael here, I think.
Uh-oh, we're bit, everybody. A Florida fish. Oh, I thought you were bit.
I was.
Oh, man, and we're losing our transmission with Patrick. I'm sure that will improve, and if we lose him, he'll jump back on again. You there, Patrick? Okay, great. Great. All right, man. We thought you were going to take the lead there. All right, let's see. Have you visited any tackle stores in Florida? If so, what do you think of them?
They have a different style of fishing here for sure. Shrimp is a big forage for the inshore, so they do a lot of baits that mimic the shrimp. They're all like spinning rods out here. Everything's a spinning rod. Even for big fish, they use spinning rods. I quite don't understand yet because I love the bait caster. I feel like I can get more power and accuracy from a bait caster, but I mean, they got to be doing it for a reason. These guys know what they're up to. I mean, to me, just fishing with a bait caster, nothing better than that.
But Steve was asking, I think it's a specific tackle store named Eddie Tackle Store. Have you been to those?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Uh-oh. Looked like he set the hook. He's winding down on a fish, Kalen.
Oh,
it came off. We are bit in Florida. And Michael Limon is letting us down here. Michael Limon is out drinking and eating instead of fishing. But at least you don't have a fish yet, so that was close. I thought you were going to take the lead as the pre-Super Bowl great show on Friedman Adventures.
I took a shot off Michael's bow. I'm letting him know I'm serious.
Yeah, I know. Is Michael around here? No, he's not answering me, so I don't know where he is. All right, let's go back. Hey, Emmanuel is 30 minutes south of Jacksonville.
Oh, okay, cool.
Willie says hello, and Tony Rosado, a good old friend of mine. Tony, I hope you're doing great. He says, hey, Philip, good afternoon. Tony, my best to you, my friend. I hope you are doing fantastic. So you're fishing largemouth bass right now, Patrick? Is that what you're trying to catch?
Yeah, there's some largemouth in here, and I can't promise any size, but I've been able to pick a few off. Usually, like a 20 to 30 minute span, I can catch 2 or 3, but it's actually kind of a tough bite right now.
The man that owns Worm King Baits wants to know, have you fished for peacock bass in Florida yet? Hey, Fish, good to see you, by the way.
I've been just pond hopping. That's pretty much the extent of my bass fishing so far. I saw the pros just had a big event at Lake Okeechobee. That looked awesome.
Have you fished for peacock bass?
Oh, here's one.
Uh-oh, taking the lead. Michael Limon. Oh, look at that fish. Live on Friedman Adventures. Kalen, you're doing a fantastic job with the camera. You guys are awesome.
There you go, Michael.
Let's get a look at that, baby. 1-0, Florida over California.
Hopefully we'll get some bigger ones than that.
That's all right, man. We'll take it. All right, there's one bass. Nice job. I'm loving this. Live catching bass. Patrick is having fun there in Florida with his lovely wife, Kaylin. They're expecting a baby here soon, and Grandpa couldn't be happier. Grandpa's even thinking about not dyeing his beard anymore, just letting it go gray, since everyone's going to call me Grandpa from now on. Hey, Worm King wants to send you some fish baits to try. He wants you to use his product back there.
I would love to. I'm always into trying new stuff, and man, if it works, it works. I love trying out new stuff. I gotta get my flats boat going. That's what I really gotta get going.
All right, good stuff. Hey, Emmanuel Navedo, back there in Florida, he says, I'll be back to San Diego on the 1st of November to fish on the Legend for 3 days. Emmanuel, we wish you the best of luck on those big bluefin tuna. He looks like he's big again. Oh, man.
I missed him.
I saw that, man. You missed me. Steve Bermudez, you need to get rid of those Florida rubber hooks and get some real Florida hooks.
Yeah, I'm using a kid's rod, so it's kind of hard to really put it on them. But we're doing our best.
All right, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Dan Smith says, fish on. Anybody out there have a question for Patrick? Please, we would love you to ask either Patrick or myself about the game today, about what Patrick's fishing for, about how he's just completely kicking Michael Limon's butt. I'm very disappointed in Michael so far. I'm going to really let him have it, him and his grandpa. And, of course, we're all excited about the news Patrick broke at the very beginning of the show that his lovely wife, Kaylin, and him are expecting a baby. So that is great stuff. So what is the technique you're employing right now? I know nothing about bass fishing, as you well know. So what are you doing? You're fishing a worm?
One of the staples is just a Texas rig worm. Florida's, I mean, you can catch them in California on that all day long with the Senko, but I'm just using a black and blue Texas rig worm, which means you have a weedless hook. I can show you right now in a second after this cast. So that you're not going to catch any of these weeds that are on the bottom or anything. And the only time, if it's heavy, more likely than not, you got to fish. And you're just popping that worm up off the bottom, trying to get one go. But if you see that hook, I bury it and back into the worm, so it doesn't get any weeds on it.
I can see that.
This could be a straighter presentation, but these guys aren't too picky.
So you make a cast, and then how do you work that lure?
Just really slow. Pop it off the bottom, let it sink down to where they're at, and then just kind of they'll hop on it when there's one around. They just love this worm.
Kaylin said your weather's great. I can ascertain that from your dress. You're in a t-shirt. I am too here in SoCal. What would you say the air temp is today? What's your weather like, and when does it start to really heat up?
That's a good Kaylin question.
I'm so bad with temperature. What do you think, Patrick?
I think it's like 70 right now.
Probably
75.
70s. You know, it was sunny today. You can see, I love the clouds here. You know, it's getting overcast. How does that affect fishing, Patrick, when there's cloud coverage?
Clouds? I love clouds. They bite quite a bit more.
Did it come off?
Yeah, it came off.
And then in the summer, honestly, probably like end of May, June. I remember growing up here, our spring break would sometimes be in March and April, and I would be all excited for spring break, right? But it could still be a little breezy, a little cool. It wasn't really summer weather. And I would say our hottest months are probably actually August, September. That's when it gets pretty sweltering.
Got you. And that's where it's really humid, right? But I don't. Does that bug you, Kaylin? It doesn't bug me.
Well, you know, maybe I would have complained about it in school where you have a big old backpack and you're sweating it walking class to class. But as an adult, I kind of came to appreciate it, actually. It's just, you never had to bring a jacket anywhere.
Right.
Just, you know, for me, a dress or t-shirt and shorts and call it a day. You don't have to think about what you're wearing so much.
Exactly. Hey, Worm King Swim Baits is back. By the way, everybody hit that like button, please, before Patrick and I break into tears. But Worm King Swim Baits is back, and he says, we can send you a package next week, and congratulations on your new baby. So, sounds like you're going to get some.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much.
That's your baby shower gift.
Yeah, exactly. The best one you could get.
I don't know, Kaylin. Patrick's not asking for new toasters or blenders or anything. He just wants more fishing gear.
It'll work. It'll be for the baby too.
Baby fishing gear.
Good stuff. So, what's your plans for today? Are you going to watch the game or what?
We're going to watch the game. I'm going to make some funny bets.
Some
I
what?
don't know what to bet on yet. Throw like $5 on the Chiefs or the Niners or something. But yeah, just watch the game with the family and have, you know, the classic Super Bowl food. Just enjoy.
That sounds like fun to me.
How about
I've
you?
got, of course, Scott Buchert. Many of our listeners know Scott here. He was begging me to take the Chiefs. He wants the 49ers. So I made a small wager with Scott, and it gives me something to root for. I'll probably, I don't know. Well, you know, maybe start watching about second half. Or maybe I'll watch the whole game. I'll see. You know, it depends on how busy I am, but we'll check it out. Hey, I noticed that you're moving around. Is it important to cover a lot of ground when you're fishing for bass?
I like to just put the bait in front of different fish. I'm stuck in a tree right now. It's not working.
I saw that.
I like to just, you know, put it in front of different fish and whatnot. And, you know, sometimes you got fish that are lockjaw that just won't eat. So getting in front of different fish, and you slow down when you get bit. You know what I'm saying? Because there could be a school there or whatnot. But if you're not getting bit, check new spots.
Yeah, it's pretty much my theory when I surf fish. I keep moving. And as you say, man, if I get a bite and then I hang there for a little while, if I get another bite, I stay there for a while. And I stay there until they quit biting, and then I move on and try something new.
Yeah, you don't want to just, you know, the classic bobber in the water, sitting in the chair. That's not the best for bass fishing. You want to definitely increase your chances everywhere possible, whether that's finding the right bait, moving, trying new water, or just putting it in front of different fish that want to go.
Yeah, right. What happened? You lost your lure?
I lost it. I was night fishing out here the other night, and
Yeah, how's that?
it was cool. We were throwing topwater or whatever, nothing crazy, but this giant owl came out of the tree to eat it. It was bitching.
Came out of the tree to eat what?
My lure.
Really?
Now, like up close.
Yeah, I've seen owls. Yeah, they are a little creepy, aren't they? Did it come close to getting your lure? Yeah. All right, we're getting rigged up here again, trying to catch another bass. Obviously, Michael Limon is more interested in hot dogs and drinks today than competing with Patrick, which is
It
very
is
disappointing of this 11-year-old boy. Hey, Steve Bermuda says, "Are you fishing with a weight?" Steve always likes to give advice to everybody, so don't take this. So, are you fishing with a weight on the hook? If so, get rid of it. Set the hook until the fish picks up the worm and takes off with it, but you knew that already. All right, there you go.
Yeah. No, it's a weightless hook. No weight on there. Shallow water, so you don't need one. And then this is my personal opinion, and I respect Steve's, but
Don't respect it too much. Are you on?
that was a better one.
Oh,
Come on, babe.
what's a better one? 3 to 5 pounds?
Yeah, hopefully he's still there.
Oh
That
man.
one, I don't want to lose that one.
Stay tuned, everybody. Patrick just missed a bigger fish. And I don't know how it happens exactly, but we just went up like 20 viewers or 10 viewers after you said that. So just keep repeating. That was a nicer one. And we'll see if it keeps going up to about 5,000 viewers. So great stuff, man. It felt like a good one.
So I have a kid's rod right now, and it's pretty light line and loose drag. So I'm struggling with the hook penetration on these bites.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve says let him take it and run with it before you set the hook. Man, if I feel anything, I'm setting the hook, because if it's a smaller fish, I don't care if I miss that one. Those big ones, they'll suck that whole worm in, and it'll feel like a kick. And you don't want
And
to miss
so
that.
immediately when you get a bite,
They'll put it back out.
yeah. Ha ha, Steve. There you go.
No, to each their own, though.
I like messing with Steve. Let me mess with him. Hey, Doug Tilk. Do you know Doug Tilk?
Is that Mike Tilk's brother?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I love Doug.
Doug says, "Hi, Patrick. I know you're a bass bro. Fish await less Senko wacky S. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, wacky rig, weightless Senko.
Yeah. He says, wacky rig. Congrats on the baby. The brothers are now Texas and California. So that's him and his brother, I think he's talking about. Texas and California.
Now Florida, California, too. Damn, man, that last one hurt.
Really?
Yeah, it was a better one.
Doggone, man. I would have liked to have seen that. So do you miss going down to Mexico? Is that something? And are you going to try to fill that void in with Costa Rica?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you're going to find out Central America is a little different. And I mean, it's great. It's fantastic. I think you and Kalen will love Costa Rica.
Yeah, I'm excited to just discover. We love traveling and seeing new countries, all that. So I'm excited to see that.
You seem very focused right now, like you're really, really into it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that one I missed, man. That was a better one.
All right, Daniel Lightfoot, who is Michael Limon's grandpa, he's down on the docks with him right now. He says, Michael is fishing hard, but nothing is biting right now. So, man, we'll see. It's 1-0. Florida over California. Patrick over Michael Limon. Patrick just lost a much bigger fish, and now he is dragging his wife through some rough terrain to see if he can't come up with another one. Steve Bermudez, it's like I said, he knew that already. See, Steve backed right down when I went at him, Patrick. And I'm not sure Patrick can hear me because he's out there trying to catch another fish. Hey, Patrick.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay. Doug Tilk wants to know if you missed Canyon Lake.
Oh, yeah, you can't not miss that place. That place is open.
Kaylin, you're making this way too awesome. Going through the terrain and whoa.
Anything for the shot.
Oh my God! I got to get Greg Bates, who's been filming for me. You need to talk to him. Tell him no more cigarette breaks. Get your butt out here and film.
I just missed another one, man.
You just missed one?
Yeah, right on this corner.
Well, you know what? I've been picking on Steve, but I think he's right about these rubber hooks.
Yeah, he's definitely proving his point. Sure.
Steve Bermudez has a little more advice for you. Are you ready?
Sure.
He says, stop fishing ugly worms. Use only worms with a happy face. That was a pretty convincing laugh you did there. It almost seemed not phony.
Oh, decent joke. Decent joke. It's hard to laugh when I'm missing fish.
I know, man. Well, Michael Limon, we're going to let this go for a few more minutes because I'm going to give Michael Limon a chance to score here. Unless I'm cutting into your Super Bowl party. Let me know, Patrick.
No, you know what you could do? You could put like 5 minutes on the clock.
Okay. How about, Michael Limon just lost a halibut down there on the docks.
Oh, my God.
He lost it. Oh, my God. That was it. All right, we're going to put, do you mind if we put 10 minutes on the clock?
Fish on this thing.
Hey, Patrick, can I put 10 minutes on the clock?
Yeah.
All right. 10 minutes on the clock, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this. Make sure you hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you do that. You are watching our new show here on Friedman Adventures, Coast to Coast. I'm here at 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California, with a Notre Dame flag back behind me that my son Patrick actually gave to me. Patrick is in Florida walking around a pond, and I'll tell you, just a moment ago, he lost what he thought was a really big fish. Labworks from Australia says, hey, Patrick, you need to use better hooks. Man, everybody's on you.
Honestly, I think my hook it's been outside for like 4 days.
Oh, but Labworks, I think you're right. And Steve Bermudez, I deeply apologize to you for disparaging you here on a live show. I'm sorry. Maybe it's true. Patrick's hook is a little bit screwed up, but we've got hope out. This show is going to end at 1:20 in the afternoon here in Southern California, 4:20 Florida time. So we've got a little bit more time. If you have any questions about Florida fishing, about bass fishing, about anything we're doing here on the West Coast, how our bluefin tuna bite is looking, we've already caught some barracuda. We'll keep you in touch. What's that, Patrick?
How is the West Coast fishing going right now?
You know, we're getting some early signals. Down in Ensenada, Todos Santos Island has had some barracuda bites going on. We've had some really good wintertime bass fishing going on here, mostly sand bass, but also some calico bass, both twilight and daytime. Our Promar Ahi hoop netting report has been awesome. Lobster hoop netting has been fantastic. And they want $50 a pound here for lobster now. So if you go out and catch 10 pounds of lobster, which is a limit, probably better than that, that's $500 worth of lobster. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, no kidding. So, yeah, things are going good here. And, of course, we've got some really good halibut fishing going on. The Native Sun is a boat, as you well know, Patrick, that operates out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro, California. He had 17 halibut yesterday.
Wow, that was a great day.
Yeah, so that halibut bite has been fantastic. Only 8 minutes more to go here, everybody. Steve Bermudez is back. and both anglers are making up ghost fish that they didn't catch.
Yeah, you got to get some people on here who can set the hook.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I know. Well, at least we saw a bend in Patrick's rod. I don't know what Michael Limon and Dan are doing down there. You never know with those two. Let's see. Labworks from Australia says, good to see a fighting Irish flag in the background.
Yeah.
Labworks, I'm loving you even more, man. Hey, this guy, Patrick, he
Yeah.
specializes in fishing from the coastline
Yeah.
where they catch yellowtail that exceed 100 pounds sometimes.
Oh my God, that sounds so fun.
Tell me we don't have to go see him someday in Australia and do that.
100%. That'd be so fun.
Steve
be a
Bermudez has an idea. He says you can pay the NFL millions of dollars and simulcast the game for us. No thanks. Dan Smith says, Patrick, our water is still 60 degrees in many, many places. Pretty warm for right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he is absolutely right. Labworks, you don't have to tell me that. Joe Montana was from Notre Dame. I know that, man. I saw Joe Montana play. One of the true Notre Dame greats. What a quarterback. And I was thinking about this the other day, Patrick. Aaron Taylor was an offensive guard at Notre Dame, and he went on to win a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers. And
Yeah.
I wonder if you asked Joe Montana the same question I asked Aaron, and that was, all right, Aaron, I got to know, man. You won the Super Bowl. What was better, playing for Notre Dame or, I think Patrick just missed one, playing for Notre Dame or winning the Super Bowl? And his answer was, Patrick, what do you think?
Playing for Notre Dame, you can't beat it, baby.
That's what he said. And I wonder if Joe Montana would say the same thing. Hey, Labworks is all over the Irish. He says, I got to meet him and Rice back in the day. Yeah, Rice was, of course, Jerry Rice was Joe's favorite receiver when he played for the Niners, man. Those guys hooked up for a lot of magic. And of course, Aaron Taylor, who I just made reference to, will be, I think, at the Del Mar show coming up here. The Bart Hall show be at the Del Mar from February 15th to the 18th. I look forward to seeing Aaron every single year at that. He played for Lou Holtz. Well, I don't think I'll get in any trouble with Kalen, but the game of the century against Florida State. And that was, oh my God, that was one heck of a game. All right, I see Patrick's screen frozen there. Are you still with us, Patrick? You may be going to have to reboot and click on that. Again, we'll give him a little chance to do that and see if he may have to vacate the screen and come back and join us. So you guys are all watching our live show called Coast to Coast. Patrick has been fishing there in Florida, and yeah, he's gone for a second, but hopefully he'll be able to join us again. If not, then you're stuck with me, and I'll just end up the program and give you my Super Bowl pick and let you know what I think. But I think he'll be able to rejoin the show here in a moment. We'll see. I really like this, man. We got to work on this a little bit more and refine it a little bit better. But it's been great stuff. At this point in time, we're going to have to crown Patrick the winner of this year's Coast to Coast Super Bowl pre-game special presentation. I love what is going on. Labworks says Niners by 8. I sincerely hope you're wrong, Niners. I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Out of deference to you, however, and because Joe Montana played for the 49ers, I can't lose today. If the Niners win, I'm happy for you. And if the Kansas City Chiefs win, I get to beat Scott Buchert out of a bet. So I'd be happy with that also. I'm thinking that's it. What can I tell you? I wish Patrick were back with us, but we've had a great show here. It's been a lot of fun. Patrick managed one largemouth bass, and he lost one that he thought was really a nice fish. Hopefully, we're going to see some more fish from Florida as time goes on. How about some costumes for Patrick and the camera person? Says our friend Doug Tilt, who's a crazy and wild guy. Doug, where the heck have you been, man? I've been missing you here lately. All right, folks, live from 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California on a gloriously beautiful day. I mean, it's sunny, it's warm, And if you look out at the mountains, man, it is snow-capped, gorgeous. It really is a beautiful day. Great to be with you. Take care, everybody. I hope your team wins today. And of course, I'll be keeping you in touch with all the very latest tomorrow morning, the morning briefing, where we cover fishing for you all. Also, tomorrow in the afternoon hours, we're going to have our friend David Rosenthal on with his brand new pliers that you've got to get. They are so good. They work so well. Stainless steel. They don't rust. You're going to like that. And of course, I'll keep you in touch with all the very, very latest. And I'll be seeing you all at the Bart Hall Show, February 15th through the 18th. Have a great Super Bowl day Sunday. Have a wonderful finish to your weekend. I sincerely hope your team wins. And I will see you for the morning briefing. Michael Moon. Oh, my God. Michael comes in. Can you put your head in here, Michael? Michael Moon ties the game in overtime. He's done it. Oh, my God. I'm so proud of you. This might be bigger than Patrick's fish. Michael, look out there at our international audience and tell them how you feel here on this Super Bowl Sunday.
Feel very good tying the game with Patrick. Nice game, Patrick.
Man, you're all out of breath. Did you run all the way up here? You got here before the show ended?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think we should let this little guy go.
Yeah, we're going to let him
Good
go.
job, buddy. I love you.
Love you too, Phil.
Good job,
Bye.
Michael. Whoa! What a finish to our Super Bowl pregame show. This is what I'm talking about. Live TV. And Michael Limon comes through for the tie on this game. That was freaking awesome, I must say. Let's see. Let's do a live show from the Rod Studio one day. LabWorks. Let's do that sooner rather than later. I'm all over it. Steve Bermudez. We need to figure out a way to install an antenna on Patrick's head for the internet. Yes, I agree. Elon Musk, are you listening? We need you to implant an antenna in Patrick's head. And LabWorks says, what the? And I'm not sure what that is, but I'm in. LabWorks, Australia. I'm all over that, man. That would be awesome. I'd be honored to do that. Steve Bermudez, way to go. Patrick, your son is going to be proud of you. And Kim Smith, who is a dear friend of the Friedman Adventures family and a fellow carnivore diet person with me, says, way to go, Michael. And I second that. That is so darn good. Hey, if you don't mind, hit that like button. I think it's pretty obvious now. Patrick is gone. But Michael Limon comes through for the tie. We're going to have an overtime presentation here very soon. Who knows? Maybe next time we'll get a bunch of kids in Florida, a bunch of kids here in SoCal, and we'll have at it. Hey, everybody. God bless you. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all you do. We really love you very, very much. That fish is better than a bass, says LabWorks. Michael Limon will be happy to hear that. Take care, my friends. As always, it's a pleasure to be with you, and I hope to see you really, really soon.